Well, I found the one here. So got a 2026 Platinum Plus, otherwise known as the Limited F350 dually with the high output. It's absolutely beautiful truck, and I don't know how well my video is gonna pick up this, Platinum Plus trim on here, because all this, stuff on here, you can see in person, it's the satin chrome, and so it's not like your usual chrome, which I think you probably know, but it's almost more of a matte chrome, and boy, in person it just looks absolutely amazing. So it's got it all over the door handles, the mirror caps, everything like that. And you can see that red badge there for the high output. I keep walking closer and away, so it thinks I want to get up in there with those side steps, but yeah, just an absolute beauty of a truck. And this one, it's got the automatic tailgate, of course, goes up and down. You get the new side steps on here for these newer models. Of course, your traditional tailgate step that pops out of the tailgate right there with your handle. And then one of my personal favorites, got your bottle openers on each side of the truck. So pretty neat. Comes with the fifth wheel prep package. Got your fifth wheel hookups right there for brakes, lights, everything. And then you got ratchet strap tie downs all over. These also, with the new ones, you can actually do retractable ratchet straps. So you can put those in all four corners, super easy to use. And then with the Platinum Plus comes standard your Pro Power onboard generator there. So you get plugs right up in there, 2,000 kilowatts, as well as LED bed lighting. So you can hit that button, it'll turn on all the LEDs up top and down below here if you're loading stuff early in the morning or late at night. One cool thing too is it has onboard scales. And so when you load up your payload, this interior light right here actually acts as a payload meter, and the more you fill it, the higher this little inside light will go, and so you can tell where your payload's at, so you don't overload your truck. So really neat. And tailgate goes up on this one as well, fully set up for bumper pull as well as fifth wheel or gooseneck. And this one has the pulse system too, so when you step on your brakes, that third brake light will actually flash, letting people know behind you that you're stopping, so that way you don't get rear-ended. And got the FX4, of course, so you get that extra off-road mode, as well as skid plates all underneath, so all protected. You can see, I think those skid plates, I think I'm low enough here so you can tell, but everything underneath is protected, your fuel tanks, engine, transmission, everything like that. And you can kind of see that satin chrome right there. It's absolutely beautiful. And these, of course, limited Platinum Plus seats in here. Ford just does such an amazing job with those. And then, got your rear heated seats, 120 outlet in the back, a couple USBs, vents, everything like that. And then that center pulls down, of course, to have cup holders and stuff. And then just throughout it, there's a lot of little kind of things that they do on these that just make a real big difference, like real wood grain throughout it. Just really neat, really pops out. And one cool thing too is, of course, about your blind spot monitor as well. On these ones, your blind spot will actually account for your trailer too. So you can have a 30-foot trailer hooked up, and if someone's in the blind spot of your trailer, that little light will ding on there and start flashing and let you know not to change lanes. So really cool. One other thing that's really neat about these trucks is that you have manual hubs right here, which you don't have to use. But say you're down in Texas or something, and you get hit by a flood, and say the truck gets filled up to here with water. You're going through a really deep flooded area, and one of the sensors goes out for your 4x4, and you get stuck. Well, if your sensor goes out, you can always come out here and lock that 4x4 hub manually, so you never have to worry about electronics going out or anything like that. And then obviously, in an ideal situation, with everything working as it should, if you're not flooded, you can just use that little dial. It'll lock right into 4x4. You never have to get out. You don't even have to slow down or pull over. So really cool. Of course, got power extending mirrors, so these will actually go out and in as well as fold. And then power massaging seats as well as memory. So I know you got the massagers on your other one. These ones are the Max Recline as well, which comes standard on the Platinum Plus. Get your power adjustable steering wheel, in, out, up, down, pedals, in and out. This one will do your LED bed lights. Tailgate will pop up and down right here. And also got the full, panoramic moonroof. Of course, you can close that shade. Got the B&O Unleashed sound system, so 18 speakers in here, and just got little tiny speakers, tweeters all over for your low, mid, high range, absolutely everything you can think of, and then suede throughout that whole, kind of top to bring it down together. I don't know if my camera will be able to pick this up too, but it's got the heads-up display. I know you mentioned you like that. I don't know if my camera will pick it up very well, but it does have that, and you can customize the information that you see on there, as well as this one's got your adaptive cruise, lane centering, and Pro Trailer Backup Assist, which is really neat because if you are backing up your trailer, when you turn this to the right, it'll turn your trailer to the right. When you let it go, it straightens out your load automatically, and same thing to the left, so it takes the counter steering out of backing up a trailer. So pretty neat, as well as here's your trailer brake controller, gain and everything like that, and then your different drive modes right here, which of course you can just put it into 4x4, it'll automatically shift, or you can use your drive modes here, which are really neat. So you can put it into eco, tow haul mode, and then the other way you got slippery and off-road. So it's really neat too because it changes the way the whole entire screen looks on here. And then you also get your cameras around here that when you turn the wheel, it shows you your trajectory of your tires, so you can kind of avoid obstacles if you have stuff in the road. Really cool. Got your exhaust brake, downhill descent control, as well as the 360 cameras, which you can zoom in on each corner, stuff like that. And then of course got every view you can possibly think of. Got your bed view for your fifth wheel, got the hitch view if you're doing bumper pull, all new blind spot cameras, so that shows you right down the side. Got the front panoramic and tons of different modes in between here, so really cool. Got the heated steering wheel, dual climate control, heated seats, ventilated seats, wireless charger, USB and USB-C. Got cup holders up the yin yang, and a nice new center console. That redesign there looks really neat, really nice. And this is going a little bit different direction. They used to go that way. Got more USB-Cs down in there, and of course we can always add that center console vault if you'd like. And then the wood grain on this is really neat. Just got it all throughout, so you can see right there. And up top here they got kind of a slotted wood grain, which is really neat. Of course that glove box pops open. Got the downstairs one, and then all this kind of fluted piping throughout here. I don't know if my camera is picking it up, but it just absolutely beautiful on this Platinum Plus here. So yeah, hopefully that gives you kind of a good idea of what these newer ones look like. And go ahead and give me a shout if you have any questions. It does have the aux upfitter switches, so you can wire stuff in there. Got your rear sliding window and sunglass holders, so glad Ford never did away with those. And a garage door opener, so everything you can think of right here. And yeah, just wanted to send you a video so you can see what the latest and greatest look like.